Hello everyone at Hadley High, my name's Arthur. I am a quantity surveyor and I'm 24 years old, work at a company called Size Group. Can hopefully give you a brief introduction into the industry, which I think is a brilliant and exciting industry for any young people to be getting into, and also answer some questions that I've been passed on from you guys. So firstly, I work in construction as a quantity surveyor. I work on building sites, based on one site for anywhere from a year to 2 years, depending on how long the project is. As a quantity surveyor, I manage the costs and contracts of the projects. These are quite big projects, anywhere in the region of 10 to 50 million pounds. So they'll be going on for a couple of years with anywhere from 100 to 150 people on site. And yeah, I manage the money involved in paying all of those people, paying for all of the materials, and making sure that everything's in the right place at the right time. The people that I work with, there's a couple of different elements, similar roles. There's the operational side, so the site management, and they manage the operations of who's doing what and when. And then there's the design management, where people manage the design side, so how things are being built, are they going to be built right? So they're the connection between the architects and the builders we have on site. And it's those three disciplines are all very similar to get into from the route that I've taken. I finished school and went to study at university, as you might have seen in the career snapshot you've had. I studied construction engineering management and really enjoyed it. And I'll come back to that with your questions in a bit. And a little bit about the industry. I think it's a brilliant industry. Every year or 2 years, when you change project, you're at a completely new place, completely new environment, building something completely differently. So there's loads of variety in what you're doing all the time. And then throughout that time you're on one project, it's constantly changing. So every week you look at it and it looks completely different. So you're not sat at the same desk in the same office, doing the same thing day in, day out. And there's a shortage of people in the industry. So if it's something that it's much easier to get employment than many industries, it's a lot less competitive because a lot of people don't realise the opportunities out there within construction. So there's a lot of opportunities, and I think for young people, I think if more of my friends knew what was out there when they were going through school, they would potentially have joined and followed a similar path to me. Now I'll get onto your questions now, and then cover anything else that I feel like hasn't been covered. The first one I've got was, what was the jump from GCSE to A-level maths like? Personally, maths was always my favourite subject at school, so I didn't find it too bad. And I think if you really do enjoy maths, then naturally it should be okay, the jump. It's not too scary. Then how much do you earn and what was your salary is the next question. I'm not meant to disclose personal salary, but I can tell you, as an industry average, a graduate coming out of university would be looking to be on anywhere between 25 and 30,000 pounds a year. And then that can jump up quite quickly over the course of the next 5 years or so. There's a lot of opportunity for progression and to work your way up through companies. Regarding my university, your question is on my sponsorship. So I was picked up by a company called Morgan Sindall, and fortunately the course I applied for had a consortium of firms